I just wanted to address this right now. I know you guys are going to have a couple questions about it. So, about what happened last year. And first and foremost, I just want to say um, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to the coaches. I'm sorry to the players. I'm sorry to the Bronco fans. It was a mistake on my part. But I've grown from it. I've learned from it, and I put it behind me. Now, all I want to worry about right now is strictly football. Football, playing football with my brothers, and just having the best senior season I could possibly have.
How have you grown then?
Just learning from what actually happened. The fact that it didn't only affect me, it affected my whole teammates, and just you could see what happened against Virginia. We didn't have that spaz, that intensity that we usually have because of outside concerns. That was definitely involving me. So we just didn't have that fire that we usually had. But once we put that behind us, we got back on track and was on set to accomplish our goal of winning Mountain West Conference Championship.
What's it like being a figure in this town where people know who you are and just being a guy, that you have a higher standard, I guess, that you have to kind of live up to, and then when your mugshot and stuff is like on the news and stuff. What was that kind of like for you the couple of days after?
Before you even come here, you know that you're going to be put on a bigger scale. Boise, Idaho, or Idaho as a whole doesn't have an NFL team or NBA team, so that if you're on a college setting in Idaho, you're everybody's fan. Everybody's a fan of you. Everybody's looking at you for being a role model and all that. So for that to happen was me being in that higher stage. I just need to now put it behind me and learn from it, knowing that could have possibly happened to anybody.
The coaches have routinely praised you. Harsin said, as far as anybody that's been through that sort of thing, you handled it the best. What does that mean? I guess the coaches have kind of said that that the team learned from it, that you, not just you and stuff like that, and been able to handle it really well. How much, I don't want to say pride have you taken, but been able to kind of grow from it and help the other guys in this process?
Yeah, exactly as you said, it was a process. I sat down with Coach Harsin and talked to him about it. What we talked about that remained disclosed, but we talked, got everything set up right, and got it all set up in a week, and then got me back to playing BYU again.
With with how you played last year, didn't have as many sacks, of course, and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But everyone's kind of said that you still taking up double teams, kind of helping those guys on the edge.
Mm-hmm.
What was last season like for you? Not getting as many sacks and stuff like that, but they said you were still productive in your own way.
Everybody can say what they say, but we just have ballers all over. We had Curtis Weaver, Jabril Frazier at the ends. We had Durant and Louis in the middle, and just everybody had production throughout the whole defensive line up front, seven. And when you have ballers in the back, everybody's going to make plays. So for me to take up double teams, I don't know if that's really a thing or not. I feel like college football, everybody's taking a double team. Everything's so much quicker and faster. So just like the name of the game is faster, and my production didn't really matter if everybody else was making plays. Getting off on third downs was the biggest thing, a big emphasis, getting better in turnovers. And if we did that, then I'm okay with what I did.
So what was the biggest difference in facing blockers from the defensive tackle spot and the nose tackle spot, and what was the difference in the position for you?
The difference in the position was more, just for me, when I was in nose, everything was like right there in front of me. I was me one-on-one with the center, me one-on-one with the guard. But at the tackle position, you got to communicate with the stud, Jabril. You're in a little bit more open space, a little bit more. It's kind of different techniques at the same time. And just, I feel like there was more pass rush opportunities for me, but it was just on me capitalizing on that.
Do you get different guys blocking you?
Yeah, it's a lot different because we have the tackles. I haven't gone up against the tackles since I've been here, and those guys are really athletic. Going against Ezra and Andres now, definitely this fall camp will prepare me for this upcoming season.
Obviously, I assume you have goals of playing at the next level and stuff. I mean, and after that, breakout year you had, there was a lot of hype and stuff, about you being an NFL player and all this. And then, at least from the numbers standpoint, they weren't the same. So how big is the senior year for you to kind of reestablish yourself and maybe put up some more numbers to kind of position yourself for maybe having a career at the next level?
Honestly, I'm not really focused on that right now. This is my senior season. It's the last time. Well, I'll be a Bronco forever, but it's my last time playing here, playing on the Blues, so that's what I'm primarily focused on, playing right next to all these guys, the senior class with 16 to 17 guys we have. It's definitely going to be something special, and I'm looking forward to it.
Do you have something to prove or a chip just kind of with how last year went for you?
I think we all have something to prove. Yeah, all have a chip on our shoulder. Everybody's always looking out for Boise State, but at the same time, we're looking out for them too.
How do you want to be better this year?
Just learn more about the game. I mean, Coach Avalos continues to go to different colleges, bring back different perspectives. So the more I know about the game, the easier it would be to prepare for upcoming opponents.
I just ask you one more about last year. And I mean, anybody that talks about your work ethic, how hard you work, and you have good character. What happened last year, does it make you realize maybe how quickly you can actually kind of lose that stuff too, maybe?
Oh yeah, I mean, it was definitely hard in the beginning, right after the days after. Just what my teammates think of me, what my coaches think of me, but these guys had my back, and it was up to me to prove it to them that I got their back too. And no matter what I had to do, take a double team, triple team, to just get everybody realigned, get myself realigned, that's what I had to do.
And you're saying you thought the way the team played in the Virginia game had something to do with your incident?
I think that's just my own personal opinion. If that was never a distraction, then maybe we could all just focus on ball. So
The D-line MVP for you guys last year was Sonatane. What, whether it's personality-wise, on the field-wise, what stands out to you about him and makes him, a special guy to this team?
I have to be biased towards that because he's my roommate.
That's why I ask you, man.
If he does watch this, just know that I love him. But no, he's a really cool guy. Everybody gets behind him. There was a time where he was injured, and he definitely worked his butt off to get back. And when he did come back, came back a different person, stronger. And if you're talking about someone who does take double teams or triple teams all the time, that's definitely the guy to talk to about that. And he'll make sure you know that too.
I'm sure.
Because if we have a one-on-one and we don't win, he's usually the one getting triple team, and he'll get on you about it. But it's just his character. Everybody wants to be behind him. He could sing. When he could sing on the team, everybody would get to you, I guess. So he's a really cool guy.
You mentioned having. Go ahead.
Looking ahead to maybe some stories down the road, you're known as a hard worker, someone with a real work ethic. I've heard from some of the coaches, obviously on the offensive side, and I know you're on the defensive side, but that Octavius Evans is a hard worker. Have you noticed him at all, and how he's changed from freshman year to this season?
Honestly, that man only has one motor, and that's full go. I've never seen him take a playoff or break. When we do agility stations, he's full go. He's always competing. We'll be on different sides of the football field, and you'll hear him groaning because of how hard he's working. I'm like, dude, just relax a little bit because it's a little break. But it's just, Octavius Evans is just a blue-collar guy who always has a chip on his shoulder. There's a time where you transition from high school to college football and you see like the difference between how fast it is, but he quickly came and adjusted. Big, huge physical guy, fast, and just he's bought into what Coach Keesaw said, and just going to be a great player for us this next upcoming season.
Sorry. Look at some of the previous teams here. There were some defenses that were, top 10 in the country, just dominant defenses here. And with 10 starters back, I mean, a lot of people are thinking you guys could be one of those groups. When you look around you and see who's back this year, and what's the kind of the potential for this defense?
I think our potential is we have all the potential in the world, but it just depends on what we do on the first day of. Not even the first day, what we do tomorrow, how are we getting better every day. One of our biggest goals is to develop dependable depth, and just not even the 10 guys who came back. It's just our second string, our third string, the younger guys, the newer guys, they look impressive. So if we could all buy into what Coach Avalos has for us as a defense, then we'll be set.
What about as a team? I mean, a lot of people thinking this could be a special season for you guys. I mean, do you guys feel that? Do you see the opportunity you have in front of you that you could go out of here, maybe hopefully playing in a Fiesta Bowl type game to end your career?
As I said before, we're going to take it one practice at a time. We just barely started fall camp. Day 2 today, just got done for the vets guys. So we're just taking one practice at a time, one lift at a time, and we'll eventually get to there.